Yes, everybody. We are back in the building. I see the Scousers here. Owen's here. Go 12. Ruby Games, guys. Apologies. I wish I knew what the issue was, the technical issue. So just please bear with us, and I apologize because I'm gonna ask the goat Max, who's good with technical stuff like this, after, because it really seems to be more of a platform issue than the Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi that I have here is very strong. So yeah. Part two is wild, yeah, Garvin. We're just continuing from where we left off, and I think we kind of have to redo the poll because I didn't even see what the poll was for Ox. It was between Colt Hero and Underachiever, and actually 75 votes came in, and 52% said Underachiever. So is that what we end up wanna? Is that what we
I
end?
can,
I think Underachiever was pretty strong, right?
Yeah,
No?
yeah, I agree
yeah.
with that. But I'll
I
put him
think
at like a higher.
Yeah. To be fair to everyone that voted in the previous one, because we got up to 75 votes, we're going to go to Underachiever. Nice to see a lot of you guys are back in the building. Apologies. Usually it doesn't lag, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. If there's an issue again, I'm going to just go on personal hotspot because maybe it is the Wi-Fi. I don't know. Big up to you, CR7 fan. All right, so guys, Ox we're putting into Underachiever, and I think what we mentioned, that even though we love him, and Steven, I think you put it perfectly. You said your heart says Cold Hero, but the brain says Underachiever, and that's because of A, price, £35 million, and B, injury record. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so next one up, I'm not even gonna mention his name. I'm just dragging him first. Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
Legend. Too
Legend.
easy. And then the next
Who-
one as well.
Who are you putting above though? Are you putting Virgil above Mo or Mo above Virgil? Because someone has to be above the others.
I
I
think
think
we
that
do
can
it
be
in
a
no
poll.
particular order because it's just
Nah,
you
nah, nah,
you
nah.
can't compare. No, bro, you can't compare two players that are in such different positions. It's like we couldn't have won the trophies we won without Virgil, but we also couldn't have won the trophies we
That's
won
true.
without Mo. Legend, yeah,
Yeah.
guys. We put him right away in legend. Right away. Um but yeah, I guess we can move on pretty quickly from that one. The next one though, Naby Keita is
Would you say flop or
I'm going for
underachiever?
flop.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I know he's so freaking talented, but I have to go for flop. And it doesn't mean that I dislike it or anything. It's just like the honest truth is he never ever stayed fit for us,
He was too
and
expensive.
it's so expensive. And when you think
yeah.
about what he actually did, yes, he had some good games,
Mm.
but he never had a spell. Flop.
And if he had a spell, it was for like 3 games, and then he's
Oh, I was gonna
injured
say
again.
45 minutes, but yeah.
What
God.
was his last game, the Champions League final? Or did he have another
Oh,
season?
we don't talk about that,
We
Stephen.
don't talk about that.
If that was his last ever contribution in the Liverpool should just send him down.
No, I think he played in 22, 23, but he didn't do much.
Owen says he was good when fit. I don't even know if
That's
I would
true.
say that.
But
If
yeah,
you,
no,
yeah, but
I think
I don't
he
even know
was
if I would
really
say
good.
that because you will look at 10 games. This is what Jose would always say too, because he was not a fan of Naby. You would look at 10 games. One of his 10 games will be incredible, and the others he would go
No,
missing.
no. I
Yeah.
disagree on that. I'd
I
say
think
at least, I think 70 to 80% of his games he was top class. Especially, yeah.
Nah,
The
I guess
games he
especially
that's
played,
nostalgia.
the,
Nostalgia.
he had that
no, the first 2 seasons he was incredible when he played.
yeah. But the thing is, yeah, he played like 10% of his games.
Yeah, that is the only issue.
Yeah, I think we have to say flop again. We have to consider Price too, you guys. And Price,
Yeah.
he was one of the most expensive players. I think it was £52 million from RB Leipzig, and
And
that
he
makes him
waited a
one of the
season
most
for him as well.
expensive players from the Klopp era.
I
And
am
then
very curious how the chat's gonna vote on another midfielder that we
the
signed in
next one,
21.
is
No, not this one.
really interesting.
Not the next one.
Fabinho, because we were talking about earlier Virgil. We couldn't have won the things we won without Virgil and the defensive like rock that he brought. And I think with Fabinho, you would say the same thing. For all the years, it felt like we were crying out for a proper defensive mid since Mascherano left. I think it's that many years, or maybe Lucas Leiva. He was quite good too, but not the same level, I don't think. and Fabinho came in and he had an immediate impact. I mean, it took him actually what Klopp maybe took
Yeah,
5 months for him to integrate him, but then after that,
Yeah.
he just he slotted right
Yeah,
in.
I think
Wow,
he
I'm
was the
seeing
first
legend.
name on the starting 11 for a while.
yeah,
Like, there was no way Klopp wouldn't play him.
yeah.
So, I think if Gini Wijnaldum's a legend, Fabinho is a legend as well.
Yeah,
That's my reasoning, at least.
yeah. I
He may
think
not have like a standout moment, but he was there throughout, and he wasn't just there. He was like that bridge between attack and defense that we needed a lot of times, especially because how high our our fullbacks used to go.
Mm.
I think Fabinho legend for me.
I'd say legend. Even though he wasn't there that long, like
Five
as opposed
seasons.
to yeah, like as opposed to like the other players, but like
Yeah.
he
Nice to
What do
was
see
you
you in the
think, Leo?
building. Having Jota clue where we can actually no, we're not gonna get to Trent, but I think we already made a video, a short one, but don't you guys all agree that we're not there's no need to be worried about Trent just yet? It just seems like it's not reliable talks. That's just getting attention about
Yeah.
the Madrid thing.
Yep. I think Madrid are for sure interested in him. I don't
Mm.
think there's any doubt in that. And I don't think letting him not sign an extension before the season starts is very smart. That would be incredibly stupid because, say, for example, we start the season really bad. What do you do then? Like, it's tough to get him to extend then. So you got to get the extension as soon as possible,
And
yeah.
we
which
will.
I think you will.
Yeah. You're not worried, Steven?
No, because like he is vice captain,
Yeah.
Scouser, and Virgil's not going to be there so many more years. I think he is the next Liverpool
Future
captain,
cap.
and I think
Mm.
Yeah.
he would want that as well. He'd rather be a captain at Liverpool than
Yeah, he's spoken about it before. So
Yeah. Big up to you. Caden is in the building as well. We're going to check the results. Let's see if it's close. Someone I saw in the building says, yeah, Fuad says Fabinho is the most underrated player in this list. And yeah, I think I would put him on the level of like Genie. You know, like I think it's fair what you said too, Advait. If you said if we put Genie in there, we probably have to put Fabinho as well because that time when we won the whole
yep.
lot, both were instrumental in that midfield, and it's not like we would make a lot of changes in the midfield. He was really our only defensive mid. Like if he wasn't there, like who else would we really have played there? Maybe Hendo, but he wasn't the same. He wasn't suited for that.
Yeah.
So we really were
I,
dependent on him.
yeah.
70% are saying legend, 30% cult hero, and I think we can end it there because you guys wholeheartedly agree that we should put him in the legendary status, and I definitely agree. And again, he's plays in a position too where you don't get all the glory, although maybe more and more in that position you do get glory. Because look at Rodri. I don't know if you guys saw like the Ballon d'Or talk keeps being talked about more and more, and I just saw a video yesterday that was like asking all the Ajax players who they think should win the Ballon d'Or, and almost everyone said Rodri. Even Hendo himself said that Rodri deserves to win the Ballon d'Or now. Do you guys agree?
I still think Vinicius should be the front runner for the Ballon d'Or. Vinicius for me has done more. I think. I don't even think Rodri was player of the tournament this Euros. I think it was the other Spanish midfielder, Fabian Ruiz. I think he was player of the tournament. But Rodri's world class. There's no denying that. That's for
What do you
sure.
think, Steven?
Like I think Rodri doesn't stand out because he's so good. He's just like exceptional every game. That's just like the normal standard for him. So
But do you think he deserves the Ballon d'Or?
I don't even know who deserves the Ballon d'Or. I don't. It's hard to say like who is that one
There's
person.
no real standout this year.
Yeah, but like
So it's going to be
I could
close.
I could see the argument. I don't see the argument for like Carvajal.
Nah.
Nah, that's crazy. That would be mad. Caden, big
I
up
do
to
I do
you.
see the Rodri. I could see that, but I can see if he does win it, there'll be so much uproar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big up to you, Caden, who's been a channel legend member for 5 months now. You absolute legend who says, "Hey Leo, I'm doing a FM24 Liverpool career and my team is unbeaten." So who have you signed? Caden, since we're talking about the signings from the Klopp era, let us know who you signed to go on an unbeaten run in FM24. Give it to Lewandowski because he's owed one from 2020. Yeah, no, I don't think they're doing that.
I think Nunez. Give it to Darwin Nunez.
Bellingham. Son TRS says Bellingham deserves the Ballon d'Or.
No. Yeah, I think he's in the running, but I don't think he'd be number one. I think Vinicius and Rodri are both above Bellingham.
All right, up next, Sebi says has already given their opinion, but a man actually who just retired from international duty, and he is most definitely legend, I think, for his country when you consider the moments he stepped up, is that man Xherdan Shaqiri that we signed from Stoke City. We signed him for a pretty good price too, from what I remember. I think it was 12 or 13 million pounds, and I see Sebi is already saying underachiever. I think this one again deserves a poll because I think you could almost say cult hero in some ways because he scored those 2 goals to get Mourinho sacked from United. That's always going to be remembered. He
left the corner for Trent.
True.
He assisted Gini's header as well.
And he got an assist, for Gini's header, exactly. He what was another what moment came to mind before too?
If we're thinking of preseason, he did that by his cooking against United.
Okay, but I don't know for
we take it.
But still, I think it would be so unfair to say underachiever when you consider he was signed to be a squad player, right?
Yeah, I'd say cult hero.
I think why some people might be saying underachiever is because towards the end of his time at Liverpool, he really didn't play that much. He was barely involved. I don't think Klopp
wasn't it injuries? I think it was injuries.
Not just injuries. He was just on the bench sometimes. But I'd say for the moments maybe cult hero, but if Klavan is cult hero, Shaqiri is cult hero.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Big shock. I signed Dumfries and Edwards from Lisbon. Ooh, okay. So you went for kind of low-key signings. And you still went unbeaten. God damn. Hero. Big shock, says Swedish LFC supporter. Explain me just why he deserves it. Hello from Malaysia, says Oscar.
Hello, Oscar. From Malaysia.
Yeah. All right, let's see. 85% of you guys have said, wow, that's a significant amount that is saying cult hero after 50 votes. So most definitely we can end the poll there.
84% says massive calves.
So does that automatically make him a cult hero? Just the size of his calves? Okay. Oh my god. All right, up next, I'm dragging him straight in. Is that man, Alisson Becker. The best goalkeeper in the world.
Yeah. Did you guys see the amount of hate he was getting after Brazil's loss?
Bro, what a disgrace.
Brazil was so bad that tournament.
But yeah, I don't think we need to say much, right? About Stephen. But yeah, I don't think we need to say much about. Oh, you're back. We don't need to say much about Alisson Becker. I mean, you what's your guys' favorite memory? Is it the Napoli save against the Napoli save that got us through, or is it the header against West Brom? I think it has to be, right?
It's the header, yeah. Especially after losing his father.
Yeah,
that is such a beautiful, and crying with Klopp. That's too much. That's when you realize we were so lucky, so lucky.
Yeah.
We've seen things that no other football fan from our generation will be able to talk about. So that's pretty cool.
Owen says, tell me Alisson is the best without telling me he's the best. I think a way you could describe it is, as a fan of his, in terms of he's our goalkeeper, whenever we're in 1v1 situations, I'm more confident he's going to save it than the opponent is going to score. And I think that tells you that he's one of the very best. The fact he has that aura about him, where as a fan you could just be like, do your thing, man, you know?
And also I've noticed that there's a lot of times when his saves don't look as foreshowing Sancho, as
Yeah.
Ramsdale, and like players like that. But it
Hmm.
is not because of his ability; it's because of his positioning. Like he is
Yeah.
so well positioned, he just his saves look easier.
Ramsdale will dive even if the ball is right next to him.
True. Big up to you. Alinus is in the building, and Footy X Edits. Thank you for the super chat. Who says trying to get a sub from every country? Can y'all help? Well, Footy X Edits, which countries are you looking for? Because that's very broad. Like you gotta tell us. You gotta.
193 countries, every single country.
Johnny says Advait is absolutely right. The amount of memories and special moments we have had these last few seasons, no club gets it. And he also, I saw someone mention, yeah, you were also mentioning the assist that he got as well. Like it's crazy how many moments, because another one of those is that assist he got for Salah against United
Yeah.
to make it 2-0. And that's when we started really singing, we're going to believe we win the
Yeah.
league. That's another, a legendary moment. So the amount that he produced is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I think he's one of those that's an absolute leader behind the scenes that maybe we don't get to see we do get to see on the pitch, I think, but like maybe is underrated too because it doesn't get talked about that much. So
And there were times when
yeah,
the rest of our team just wasn't doing their thing, and he
Yeah.
was the only one
Exactly.
playing well.
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't think you can say that about any other player when they were
No.
the only one playing well.
No.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's true. Is there ever been who's another player that maybe is always consistent? I think Robbo got close to that, but not quite.
Nah, but he was never. So
Yeah.
Ali was a 9 on 10 every game.
Yeah.
I don't think Robbo was ever a 9 on 10 every game.
It's true.
Crazy.
He's been our most consistent performer, you could say, from the club era. Although Salah has to be up there.
Yeah.
But Sepp van den Berg, man, that's probably been most talked about during this preseason because we thought that he was initially going to leave, potentially go back to Mainz, but it looks like the club is holding out for that 20 million euro price that they want. Otherwise, it seems like he'll stay. And I think this is the right time to have the discussion because I think time will tell us definitely the category. But
Yeah.
I think for the discussion is, do you think he's good enough to be that fourth option center back with Matip leaving? Or do you think we need to go out on the market and sign someone of Lenny Yoro's caliber, who's more recognized? And or sign, and obviously he's going to United, but just another center back.
I think we need to sign another centre back irrespective
Okay.
because Konate's injuries are still a concern. And we're
Yeah.
not sure where Slot will use Joe Gomez. So I think even if Vandenberg is impressive, which like his stats from the Bundesliga are actually very, very impressive. He's like top 3 in a lot of categories, like headers, tackles. He's pretty high up. And I think he was even like so far amongst the players that have done the preseason running test, he's come second so far.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. But I
think
think we'll still need another one.
I think he definitely deserves the chance to like prove himself. Like I remember before he went out on loan, he wasn't the most exciting to watch, especially like those Carabao Cup games. But he's done it on loan, and he certainly shows that he's really trying his best. So I think he definitely deserves the chance. Like for Slot, he has to give him a chance.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't sell him. I would like to see him.
But either way, what's for sure is if he does go on to another club, it would have been a very smart signing because I think when we signed him from the Dutch league, it was like under 4 million from what I remember back then. He wasn't like well known or anything like that. And because of the season he had for Mainz, he even scored against Dortmund, I remember. He's now valued at around 20 million. So like it's again such good business from the club and either way we're well situated with this player. Like
I also
we're in a good
think
position.
Slot and Vandenberg are from like neighboring towns. So Vandenberg is from Zwolle or something like that, and Slot is pretty nearby. So I think that might genuinely be one of the reasons why he's giving him another chance. He has to show quality, obviously, but
Yep.
a Dutch connection.
And I think he can really he's really well suited for right back as well. So I'm pretty sure he's played there for Mainz this season. So maybe also if Trent really is to move into the midfield, then having someone that can be in that right back position. Obviously, we do have Connor Bradley, but imagine Slot decides and Trent is like, I'll only sign a new contract or on the terms that I really get a chance in midfield, you never know, maybe that's really where he wants to play, then potentially it's good to have someone that can really play right back too, because Ramsey has gone on loan already, you know.
Mm.
Okay, so up next we got Harvey Elliott, and
Ooh.
I think that one we can put in the same category as those time will tell because of how
Yeah,
young
it's
he
too
is.
early to say,
Too early.
but he's on a very good path. That's for sure.
He could easily become a legend, but like he
Yeah.
needs the time.
Do you think he deserves to start this season for the first few
Yeah.
games, given how he ended the season?
Yeah, definitely. Like he's proven,
Yeah.
he's shown. Like, I don't know, like maybe like preseason will, because especially like under a new manager, like everyone needs to reprove themselves. So it depends, but I think from what he showed under Klopp, he deserves to, especially with Zoboslai's like form towards the end of the season. If I'm just basing it on that, yeah, I
Mm.
think it needs to. Even
Yeah,
Jones,
I agree.
Yeah. And no, Johnny, I didn't say I still think Trent's best position is right back. I'm just saying maybe Trent feels it's now time for him to transition into that midfield role. He himself has a desire, and maybe that's what I was mentioning. But do you guys agree that you also think right back is still his best position?
Yeah.
It seems pretty obvious, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Klopp was right all along in not
Yeah.
moving him around.
I
Yeah.
remember there was a Klopp quote once, like, "Why would you play the best right back in the world at centre mid?"
Yeah. Yeah.
It did.
Yep. Maka, Sobo, and Harvey are going to be cooking in the midfield. Maka, Sobo, and Harvey. Do you guys think Harvey could play in that 10 role or no?
Yeah.
You think that 10
Yeah.
role would suit him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think attacking position would suit him better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's
I don't
really
like
good
him
at
on the
right-
wing though. I don't like him on the wing. I prefer him
Me
in
neither.
midfield.
Yeah, I like him in that right center midfield position. And I don't think we're going to be talking about formations after what happened in the first press
Oh,
conference under
God.
Slot. We're not going to be. I was about to mention,
Redmond.
but can he play right? Can he play right center mid because he doesn't play 43? But never mind, we're not talking about that.
Yeah. That was actually the best question of the press conference though. Like,
Yeah. So
and
Chris,
it took someone who wasn't a journalist to
journalist.
do it. Yeah.
So Chris, sending our love your way, okay? But okay, so up next is Adrian, and this is an interesting one because he obviously was an absolute hero in terms of the dressing room. He seems to be one of the most liked players. There's a reason why even this season, I don't know if you guys saw, he still got offered a new deal. He's the one that decided he wanted to go back to Spain. So we did offer him a new deal. And he had that Super Cup performance. But then
That's
we
right.
also have to mention he had the Atletico Madrid performance where I was sure that season we were going to win the Champions League. And then
Yeah.
that happened at Anfield against Atletico. And that's why I forever hate Lorente. I'm sorry. I just can't see his
7-2
face anymore
Aston
since that
Villa
day.
as
I
well.
can't look at his face.
That's true.
Yeah. Adrian, like Arias, he was too prone to mistakes. Like, way too error prone.
This is another one where we're going to do a poll, though.
I mean, I don't hate Adrian like a lot of the fan
Yeah.
base. I do like him. I think he had his good performances, but if we're going like just moments, like cult hero, he's had one amazing game which would put him in that status. But he's had more blunders
Yeah.
than he has amazing moments. But I don't know. Would you call him a flop though?
I think flop is a little harsh
No.
because he won us a Super Cup.
And yeah,
But I
like he
don't
did.
think
win it,
cult
yes.
hero is fair either. I personally go underachiever.
Yeah, I see that as well.
I would go underachiever, too. The only thing is, like, again, if you ask about the job that he was asked to do, which was be a third keeper, let's be honest, that was his job, like, on paper. And you can't really do better than that than just, like, bringing positivity in the building and testing others. And that's what he seemed to be so good at, you know?
Yeah,
Behind the
like as
scenes.
a third keeper, you're brought in like to be there when it like when he's needed, and there were times when he was there when he had to be there and he just didn't perform. So
Yep.
I could see the underachiever.
Mm.
Yeah, guys. 45 of you guys have voted so far, and underachiever is significantly in the lead with 48%. And then it's actually tied between flop and Colt Hero, but I don't think flop is fair. So yeah, we're gonna move him into the underachiever category. But I think if he hadn't had that night against Atletico, I think we probably would have leaned towards Colt Hero, right? Would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because think about the season. Wait, actually, we didn't even mention this. The season when we won the Premier League, he had to step in for some games, and he did really well.
Yeah.
We also have to mention that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So I think he would have been a Colt Hero otherwise. And then, so up next is another keeper, Lonergan. I think is how you say it. Is it that how you say it?
Yeah.
Lonergan. And I
But he
think
didn't
him
play.
again. We have to put him next to Manninger because he's just like again. We love you, Loninger. I think he is a boyhood Liverpool fan as well. So I think
Yeah.
he's a Scouser and everything. So it was a dream come true, kind of like Ricky Lambert. But I think, he's not quite Liverpool world class level to win trophies, right? Not quite.
Yeah.
And he also went to Everton after, did you not?
Did he?
I think so.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah. There's a reason Keller.
Oh, he did. He was at Everton for 3 seasons. Wow.
Yeah, so
Damn. All right, next one is an interesting one. Takumi Minamino. I think
Colt Hero, I think.
Colt Hero. I think Colt Hero.
Yeah. Colt Hero.
Because there's no chance we put him in underachiever. Maybe some will say time will tell if you want him to come back to Liverpool one day, but I don't think so.
Oh.
But definitely you can't put him in underachiever. That's for sure. Because every time he got his chance, he did really well. And I think a lot of Liverpool fans were like, guys, give him more of a chance. Klopp, please give him more of a chance. But he was just so unlucky that we always had such good attackers under Klopp.
Yeah. I think, Colt Hero is very fair. He was FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and FA Cup. Yeah.
I was so sad that he didn't get to play the finals as well. Like he brought us to the finals.
Yeah.
Definitely, like he would. I don't think any Liverpool fan would forget him.
Yeah.
So like he definitely is a cult hero status to me.
Yep.
I think he's doing really well at Monaco now, right?
Very well. Very well. I think he was, I'm not sure if team of the season, but either way, he was like, one of the shining lights in Liga this season for Monaco. So, guys, we're putting him in Colt
Yeah,
Hero.
how much was he as well? He was like 12 million.
Cheap.
Yeah, so he like.
We signed him from Salzburg, right? Salzburg?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
so did he really underachieve with that price tag?
Yeah. Overachieved with the price. And now that's where Pep Linders is. But
Yeah.
But all right, next up is an interesting one too. Kostas Tsimikas. I think for him it's true. Time will tell. I really do think so because he's still quite young. He clearly doesn't mind pressure when you think about the way he scored the winning penalty in the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
And he's young, so maybe Slot is like, I love this guy's intensity, energy. I could make him better defensively. And he definitely has the right mentality. Definitely has the passion for the club. There's a reason why we call him the Greek Scouser. So I would put him in. Time will tell. But what do you guys think?
Yeah. I think.
I
Go
don't
ahead,
see.
Stephen.
Yeah, I don't see him like taking over from Robertson
Yeah.
in that sense. So
I think it's going to take a miracle for him not to be an underachiever.
So I think this one we got to do a poll too then. But the only thing with underachievers,
No,
again,
I think right now he's time will tell for sure. Right now
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah, because
Right now for sure.
Yeah, because think about too how like even if he were to go, we signed him for 11 million from Olympiacos. So I think we would definitely be able to sell him for 15 million minimum, right?
That's
No,
yeah, maybe. But
He only
that's
just
not
turned
great
28.
profit, though.
he just turned 28.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
but if you sell him for 15 million, you probably paid him like 4 million in wages. So I don't think that makes that much of a difference.
Going forward, I think none of us have any doubts, right? Like his crossing's great. Right? His
Yeah,
energy
he's
is
a bit
great.
inconsistent though.
Hmm?
He's just a bit inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like mid-table Premier League level in my opinion. But
But
Alright, so
the other thing is, like, if we had Robinson injured and Gomez out, I would trust Tsimikas to do the job.
yeah, so that says a
that's
lot.
true.
That says a
Yeah.
lot. Oof, the next one is gonna be interesting. We have Thiago Alcantara.
Oh, this is the one I was waiting for.
Yeah, this is the big one. We're definitely doing a poll for this one. Obviously, I think first off we want to wish him the best of luck because we didn't make an official video yet, and we probably won't because we made a video just before. But Thiago has just officially joined the Hansi Flick's staff at Barca, so
Yeah.
that shows his ball knowledge and how highly regarded he is. The fact that he retires and like a few days later he's signed up by
Instantly
Barca
appointed as
uh,
Barcelona coach.
talks about just how much of a legend he is in the game or how highly respected he is. But I see already Artie saying Colt Hero. Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's very easy to argue for underachiever, for flop, for Colt Hero. I think you could argue all of those three. But what
I
are you
don't
guys
see
leaning
it.
towards?
I'm
Ooh.
leaning towards underachiever, to be honest. I think he's one of my favorite players to ever play for Liverpool, but we didn't get what we wanted from him, and that is the definition of underachiever. So
Yep.
I think it's the same with the
That
Ox
is-
situation. My heart says
yeah,
Hero, but my brain.
like I don't think it's as bad as Keita's situation, but
Mm.
I think injuries were nearly
Yeah,
as
but
bad.
we put
so-
Keita in flop, so that would be.
Yeah, I don't
right?
think it's that bad, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd still say
Because I
Klopp
think-
Hero, though. I just love him too much.
oh,
The only thing, Steven, like I would agree if it was if he was on different wages and different price that we signed him for. Again, because we're talking about signings,
yes.
we have to consider the fact he was on £200,000 a week, which is more than almost every player in the. I think the only player that earns more than Thiago is Salah. I'm almost sure of that because, or unless Virgil's new
Maybe
contract, but I know
Verge.
Alisson's on 200.
Verge.
I think Verge is the
But
only
he's so
one.
good to watch.
I know, I agree, but he was £25 million, which with 1 year left on his deal is a lot of money given his age when we got him, and
Yeah.
the £200,000 a week. That's why I would put him in underachiever.
It's too expensive. Yeah, it's way too expensive for what we got. But if we had him fit for like the first 10 games of 21-22, we would have won the league without question. Without question.
Ali Nus says, for me, he's a legend. Wow. And Amir says, I'm here now. Nice to see you, Amir.
But look at that. The goal against Porto gets legend. I watch it on the daily.
I watch it on the daily. But for real, I wish we had a fully fit Thiago. I think Coutinho is generous. But guys, we're gonna let the build-in decide, and we're gonna keep the votes going because so far he's leading in the Colt Hero category.
I
For
voted
these
Klopp
close
Hero
ones,
as well.
we let the
I
build-in.
Underachiever.
We let the build-in decide, guys. Make sure you hit that thumbs up right now and share the stream because we need to get this this poll to at least 100 votes, and there's only 55 of us in the build-in, so we need your help in sharing the live right now. But
His last season was too sad.
I
Like, I
definitely.
remember waiting for him all season.
Oh
He came back
god.
for 5 minutes and got
my
injured again.
But I like Advait said, he's one of the most beautiful players I've ever watched play for the club. But I personally have no doubt that for me he's an underachiever because you have to consider price again. Have to.
Yeah. I
If
think
you
if I
don't-
was 10 years younger, I would have been supporting Liverpool because of Thiago. If I was
Yeah.
10 years younger, I would have started watching Liverpool and Thiago would have made me fall in love with football.
Johnny
Votes are
says.
so close.
Johnny
Like, if
says,
there
I
was-
think he brought a lot to the team even when he was injured. At one point, he was even coaching Darwin before he came on, which we all remember Klopp's reaction.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you don't look at the transfer, but you just look at technical ability, Thiago is the best midfielder in the Klopp era.
Yep.
In the Premier League
I
era,
agree.
maybe, technically.
No, Klopp era.
What, you think
I mean,
Stevie was better technically or Xavi Alonso? I think
I think Stevie was. He had more.
Yeah.
He had more. He had so much more.
imagine a midfield trio of like Gerrard.
I agree
Thiago,
Stevie had
and
more, but we're
Alonso.
just talking about technically. Like, if you just are pinging balls to both players, I back Thiago personally. But again,
But that's not.
I'm just speaking purely technical.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No.
Damn.
Nah.
Yeah, you guys know how much I love Stevie. He's my favorite of all time.
Yeah,
But I think
nah.
okay.
Thiago's more saucy, but like
Yeah,
Gerrard
it's
is
nicer to look at, maybe, but
Gerrard's
Mm.
still a really good dribbler. Like you see those like really
Yeah.
tight spaces he gets through. It doesn't look as clean as Thiago,
but he gets it done.
Ali Nuss says, as a player, he's a legend for everybody, and I think that's definitely true. Like what you were saying, like anybody who loves football loves the way Thiago plays. But again, if you're talking about from the point of view of a football club, you also have to think about output. And in terms of output, we mentioned all of that. So that's why we didn't put him in legend. Even though I agree, now that he's retired, you could probably say he's a legend of the game in terms of like his imprint on the game. I think you would say so. But like think about it, just the fact he never got into the Spain side really, I think says something. You know what I mean? Even though he's so freaking talented, he never was a starter for Spain. How crazy is it to say that? But it's true.
That's true. Well, he did like his that era. Like Spain had such good midfielders, like that they had to bench
Yeah.
Thiago.
True. Guys, make sure you keep sharing the live because right now we're on 86 votes and we really want to try to get to 100 because of how close it is so far. 46% of you are with Colt Hero, 43% underachiever. So it's very close.
Hero, come on. 46.
Yeah, look, Indian Scouser says, also, I think if you keep Robbo and Fabinho in Legends, I think Matip also deserves Legends. He's a major part of the Klopp era. And it's true, personally, for me, the more I look at the Colt Hero list, I don't think Joel Matip, and we'll do a final poll at the end, guys, because I will agree it hurts my eyes to look at him alongside Lord Clavan, Shaqiri, and Minamino. Like, I love every red, but I can't put him on the same level as Lord Clavan, Big Shaq, and Taki. I can't. I'm sorry. That just feels really wrong for me. But we'll do a poll at the very end because I can see some of you guys are triggered by it too. So 96 votes, guys.
Let's go, Cult Hero.
Guys, the only problem is you see the flop side. The flop is taking 10%, which...
Yeah.
Yo, Helpful Viper, nice to see you in the building.
One more vote. I think Cult Hero wins.
One more vote.
But
and
I think an argument for flop can also be made.
Yep.
But I just wouldn't agree with it.
Yeah.
I think if you're Michael Edwards and thinking purely with the brain, I think he would say flop. Michael Edwards.
Yeah.
Because he's just brutal, and that's why he's the best sporting director in the world. He's brutal with it, But damn, guys, 100 votes exactly. 46% said Colt Hero, 43% underachiever, 10% flop. So that means he is going in the Colt Hero, and I'm happy for him because he's one that we'll talk about for a long time as well. Now, Diogo Jota, I'm putting him in Time Will Tell. Oh, wait, actually.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think he's a legend yet. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think he's like a cult hero yet either. But yeah, time will tell.
I think he's had big moments, though, so far.
I think his career...
What's your favorite Jota memory so far?
When he celebrated in front of the Leicester fans with...
Really?
When they were singing Feed the Scousers, and then he went and celebrated right in front of them. That was up there for me.
For me, the Arsenal away performance. I think it was the Carabao Cup semi. The way he destroyed, I think it was it Tomiyasu, the right back?
Is this the McDonald's jersey?
McDonald's jersey?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was playing left wing, and the way he just like dribbled through, my God, I love that. I love Jota. I love Jota. The problem is his fitness.
Yeah, I think that's what I meant. Time will tell, because like his career could go one way or another. It's either he picks up his fitness and he just becomes an absolute legend here.
Ooh, a few of you guys are saying the goal against Tottenham. That's a good point too. Wait, Advait, can you disconnect and reconnect because you've gone, your screen's gone blank.
Yeah, I'm just getting my charger.
Okay, good. But
So
yeah,
then,
that memory against Spurs too was special, especially the Richarlison, what all the scenes with the Richarlison and everything that just added the cherry on top, you know. But
so
um,
he
but
could
yeah,
also
then
get injured.
yeah.
So
So
it could
that's why
revive a
time will
bit.
tell. I think is fair for him.
Yeah.
So now we got Pitaluga. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but the young Brazilian keeper, and I think it's too early to judge him,
Time
right?
will
I think we
tell.
have to put him in time will tell because he's still very young,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I agree.
But it seems like, yeah, actually, I don't. Who do you guys think will be the third keeper now that Adrian's left? Do you think it's going to be the Jaros has been talked about a lot? Do you guys think it's going to be Jaros or Pitaluga?
I have no clue. I don't know anything about either of them.
Yeah. Have you guys not been watching the inside trainings? Come on.
I don't know
No?
enough though. Like,
Yeah,
I've
it's
watched the inside trainings, but I'm no goalkeeping coach.
yeah. I think we should ask John Achtenberg for that maybe. Um, but yeah, so we'll put him in time will tell for sure. And then up next we got Stefan Bajetic that we were speaking about earlier. He has fully been in this preseason. We edged him in towards the end of the season to not force anything because he was out for a long, long time. But man, he's one I think we're all very, very excited about. We have to put him in time will
Yeah.
tell, but one that we're
Yeah.
excited about for the future.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, the next one.
Who would you guys just on the note of Stefan Bajetic, who because for me he's the one, but who for you is the player you're most excited to see in preseason? For me it's Bajetic and Sepp Vandenberg. Those two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Van
that's
And
fair.
Darwin. Actually no, but Darwin's not even.
I want to
Did you
see
guys hear?
Soboslai, you know,
Yeah.
because like he had a bad ending to the season. He had a
Mm,
decent, below average Euros. I want to see if he can step up now.
mm.
Maybe even Gakpo as well. I want to see how he does under
Yeah,
Scott.
but did you guys hear there was a report today? I gotta find it again because it would actually be a good video for tomorrow. But apparently, a lot of the players that went far in the Copa America and far in the Euros aren't even gonna go to the preseason in the US at all. They're just
Yeah.
gonna join back
Whoa.
up for the last friendly, which is in Europe. You know, the last one that's a 12:30 kickoff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
saw a
yeah.
report that apparently like that's those internationals were so intense that they won't join till after.
Well, I think that James
It just
Pierce
makes
might have
sense.
reported that.
Which one?
I think James Pierce may have reported that. I'm not
Yeah, I think it was
100%
James
sure.
Pierce.
Yeah.
But that would mean
But I
that
think that does make sense.
so far we only have 4 preseason games lined up, and it would mean they would only come back for the 11th of August, which is Liverpool against Sevilla, for a 12:30 p.m. kickoff, and I think that one's at Anfield.
Mm, yeah, that's not great. But what can you do? There's so many games.
Yeah,
I think
they
they
do need
deserve
the
some time off.
fans.
I don't like people like Gravenberch and stuff should just come. They didn't play. With all due respect, like they didn't play in the Euros. Just
Joe Gomez.
True,
yeah,
Trent.
but he
Gomez
might
should
come
still
back
come.
earlier if I feel like
I think if it's an option, they should. Like
yeah, but not someone like Darwin with
Verge
the
had
intensity of the
a lot
Copa and
of
everything.
work. Darwin had a lot of work.
Yeah,
So maybe
but
not there.
but
Yeah.
definitely if I'm like the
Lucho,
entourage of Gravenberch, I'm saying bro, like Slot is a
this is
Dutch
your
manager.
time.
Like
Yeah.
this is your you gotta grasp on this chance because we have a lot of midfield options and he could very quickly just fall out, you know.
Wait,
But
Leo, is
even
that a
Trent and
mic or
Gomez.
is that a cast? Oh, it's a mic? Okay. Sheesh. I thought you had a cast on your hand
Oh
over
no!
here. I
Look.
got worried for a
Oh god no. But LC manager. Okay, never mind. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys are saying Savio signed to City, and that seems like a pretty unfair deal. I'm sorry, but just the fact that the City owners, well, what do you guys think of like the fact City owners also own Girona and they could just sign a player from another club? I think it's a little crazy.
Yep.
And I know RB
I
Leipzig and
think
Salzburg have been
that's
doing it
going to
for
be
many
the new
years.
norm, though, I think.
Yeah, but
Like,
I
ridiculous,
think
but-
FSG are committed to buying another club now. So this is just the way football's going. We can't do much, I don't think. So
Yeah, but I was a
but
bit surprised. Remember, they like tried stopping the Euro.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I thought the same issue came again. Oh,
We have to do a
It
part
was the
three.
same issue.
I got scared for a sec. No, sorry. I thought it would end the stream.
Okay.
But I don't know. I saw some people like I do think it's just an interesting discussion. Maybe that could be another like live show for the future, just to talk about what we think about clubs owning owners owning so many different
Multi-club
clubs.
models.
Yeah, like because there's a part of it. I was talking to someone about it the other day, and it's so true that like it's such an unfair advantage when you talk about smaller clubs that already financially are so against it, and this only makes you so much stronger in the market. Because think about it, like for example, if City owns Girona, they'll know everything about the Spanish market because they have a whole team that's there. They have a huge imprint on that market. They can buy any player they want to develop at Girona, and then when they're the level of the Premier League, they can just bring in a Savio like that for a cheap price. Like it's...
Yep.
And I know it might happen to Liverpool, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't have the discussion because
Yeah, I
it
agree.
doesn't seem fair.
I think what was supposed to happen was, because both clubs are in the Champions League, the transfer would not be allowed. I think that's what should have happened. Like, since you're in the same competition, at least then the transfer between like the same owner shouldn't be happening.
But it's crazy they can even be in the same competition. Because think about it, they could be in the semi-final and then like they could literally be like Girona's gonna lose. Like they can absolutely do that.
Give up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think Citigroup sold their majority shares. I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. It was literally either one of the two drops out of the Champions League or they sell the shares. I need to check up on that, but I'm pretty sure they don't actually own the majority shares, the Citigroup, because otherwise it's against the UEFA
Yeah,
rules.
but even though they have that amount of protection, it's still just very suspicious. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, not a fan.
All right.
Add to the charges, maybe 116 now.
Yeah. All right, guys, to move on to the next one is that boy Ben Davies, who I think we can put right into the cult hero category.
Nah.
How many minutes did he play?
He
Did he
played
play any minutes?
I think he played friendlies.
Friendlies.
Yeah, but you put Shaq in the cult category because of the fact that he scored at Bicycle against United in the preseason. So, what kind of love does Ben Davies get? We sold him for a profit.
Don't even try, Leo.
Okay, but would you say underachiever or flop?
Flop.
He didn't achieve anything.
Come on. Yeah, but okay, Stephen, what expectations what
I
were the
expected him to
expectations when
play.
he came in?
I expected him to play. He wasn't deemed good enough to play.
We had that centre back crisis, and we signed Davies, and we kept playing Alisson and Fabinho there instead.
Go 12 says time will tell. So Go 12 believes we will sign him back. Yes, guys. Imagine he keeps doing well. I think he's at Rangers. Let's say he keeps doing well at Rangers, and he goes on to win the league or something. Maybe we want to sign him back.
This is the worst hypothetical I've ever been placed.
Okay,
in
wait.
life.
Let me check where he's playing. Yeah, I was right actually. He plays for Rangers. And you want to know how many games he played last season? Whoa, guys. He played 17 games, but his average rating on FootMob was 7.3. He started 6 games in the Europa League with an average of 7.3 rating. He's an up-and-coming talent. He's still only 20. No, actually, he's 28 now. I thought he was maybe like 26 or 27.
I remember when he first signed as well. Like one of my uni mates was a big Preston fan, and he was like, "Ben Davies is so good. He's so good." So I was really excited.
Me too.
But
I thought he was going to be the answer. Because we had a center back injury crisis then.
Yeah, Kabak and Davies.
Wow, guys, this is the closest poll of the live so far. It's 50-50 right now between underachiever and flop. 50-50.
I need a vote. I didn't vote.
I think I'm leaning towards underachiever. I think I'm leaning towards underachiever because we still made a profit on him. And that's why I wouldn't say flop. For me,
player who's a flop, it's Ben Davies.
For me, a player that's a flop is when it's also a very bad financial position for the club. And in the end, he actually brought us money. But it's true. If you talk about... And did he get a proper chance? I want you guys to answer that too. Did he
There's
get
a
a proper
reason
chance?
he didn't get a proper
Okay,
chance.
but maybe if he had played... Like, think about, like, Naldini, you might have said was a flop, but I think he was more of a cult hero because when the chances he got given, even if he didn't fit our system, he gave everything on the pitch.
Yeah,
Now
I'd
he's
definitely
a
put
cult hero
that
for
with,
sure.
I'd put Reece Williams as a cult hero.
Johnny says up and coming talent. But remember, Johnny, he's 28.
Johnny's laughing though. He's laughing.
I know, I'm joking. Go12 says Stephen and Advait are very biased. You guys are being way too biased right now, seriously.
Biased?
Yes.
I don't
You guys
know
are
this
being
guy.
way
I don't
too
know
biased.
this
Guys, take your Liverpool goggles off, okay? Take them off. Take them off.
Take off your Rangers goggles. I don't know what.
Yeah, the Rangers goggles. Ryan Kent is a legend. I don't know about that. Maybe he's a Rangers legend, but I don't know if he would always impress in preseason though. But damn, guys, now that we're gonna end it at 50 votes. But yeah, in the end, jokes aside, I agree with you guys. Flop, and 55% of you guys said he is also a flop, and I think definitely what you're saying. There's a reason he didn't get a chance, and there's also the reason why he's definitely a flop is we were in a major injury crisis, and even amidst that crisis, he still didn't get an opportunity, which just shows that he just wasn't anywhere near the quality that Klopp needed from his center back. But here's a question. If we were back in an injury crisis and you could bring one of two players back from their time at Liverpool, who would you choose? Ben Davies or Steven Kalker? If you had to put in a center back alongside Virgil, you would have to choose one.
Steven Kalker.
Kalker?
Yeah, because he was on the right side. So.
I don't know. I'm seeing the stats of Ben Davies this season for Rangers, and I'm thinking he has something in him. No, but it's true. Kalker had Premier League experience. He played for Southampton.
And I at least got to see him play.
Yeah. He didn't do much, but he at least stood on the pitch.
All right, next one is an interesting one. Ozan Kabak, who we got on loan, so he came for a short term, and he is one that did play games. He played games, and he, in some ways, he stepped up as a hero because we were in a major injury crisis, and he put in some performances to help us get certain results over the line.
I think cult hero is too strong though. Like I'd rather go underachiever. Flop is too harsh as well. But cult hero is too much praise.
Why did he stop playing towards the end? Did he get injured or was he just out?
I think he got injured. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'd put him in underachiever. I don't think he was very good.
Look, Johnny says I have Davies on the back of my home top. That just shows that he's a cult hero to some. You know what I mean? Seriously.
They should have given him a reason.
Johnny, can you send me a pic of that? Johnny, can you send me a pic, please? I want to see. I'll send it to Stephen and Advait because that's too funny. But
Johnny then says I would play Van Dijk on his own rather than playing.
Oh my God.
Davies.
Ali Nuh says, can we talk about Liverpool? I can't even remember half the names. I never miss a game.
Oh, no.
But you know what's funny? I was in a small town in the south of France, and I see a Liverpool jersey, and I meet this guy, and on the back of his shirt he has Xherdan Dance, and I'm just like, this is freaking incredible that I was in some small village in France with 2,000 villagers, and one of the people had a Xherdan Dance shirt. I was like, this is just incredible. Oh. And then he told me he owns one other kit from last season, and he has Wataru Endo on the other one. Which I love.
That I can get more though.
Yeah, I would get it.
That's pretty cool.
Hello, Gratesh. So guys, let's check up on the results. And sorry, we didn't do a poll for that. What do you guys think for Ozan Kabak then? I think we should run a poll between underachiever, cult hero, or
not cult hero though.
Well, he stepped up for us in crisis mode.
He joined the
crisis like 4 games or something.
You know, there were some Reds that wanted us to sign him on a permanent when his loan was over. I'm just saying.
That was the pandemic, Leo. People weren't thinking that.
People were desperate.
Yeah.
Wait, I wonder where he plays now. Let me check. Oh, he plays at Hoffenheim. So
Yeah, he's not a bad player or anything.
He's still 24 years old, you know.
How many league appearances do you guys think he made for Liverpool? I want to see who gets closer.
5, 4. 4 or 5 is what I'd call it.
What's your guess, Steven?
6.
Steven wins. He made
Yes.
9. He made 9
9.
appearances. So you're closer. All right, let's see. So for this one, underachiever
Sorry, I
is
can't
winning
get it.
by a wide margin, guys. Underachiever
You-
for Kabak.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't get a good picture of the Davies top. It's diamond encrusted on my walls.
Johnny. How much would you guys pay for a Ben Davies signed Liverpool top? Like you could get it like it's framed and everything.
5.
No, come on. Steven, it's a signed shirt by a Liverpool player. It's not just any player, a Liverpool player. Guys in the chat, tell us what's the max you'd pay for a Ben Davies signed Liverpool shirt. Framed. It comes framed with a picture of him holding the Liverpool shirt from when he signed.
I don't think you're making it better.
Okay, Advait, what's the max you would pay? I think I would pay 50 quid. Because
How much
it's
does the normal kit go for? 80?
more than that.
Yeah. So you're gonna pay less for one that's
No, because now it's an old kit, so it's cheaper.
But it's retro
What's
now.
the max? Oh yeah, now it's retro. No, maybe I would pay. Because then we could give it away to the community.
Someone said they'd pay 100k.
60 euros says Nacho Kid.
Who the heck is Ben Davies?
Maybe we're getting into too much niche, guys. I'm worried.
Yeah.
Captain Jez says 50. Amir says nothing. Come on, that's not fair. Go 12 says max 11,000.
Who the heck is Ben Davies? $5 because I don't know who he is.
Okay, what about Stephen Calker? What about Stephen Calker then?
I'll pay slightly more.
I like
Oh,
that.
come on.
That gets nice. I'll pay for that.
Stephen Calker, I think I would pay 100 quid. Because he's a cult hero. He's a cult hero to some. He's one of the only center backs in our history that played striker for us. That's a fact.
What is this stats?
No, I'm just saying he broke history to become one of the only center backs to play striker, and he did it for Klopp too, who's one of our most
I don't
iconic
think that's
managers.
a flex.
Johnny says, "I'll double it and pass it to the next person." Guys, if you talk about a creative video, imagine being outside of Anfield and filming a video like John Nellis style, where you have the Ben Davies signed shirt and you go to someone on the street around Anfield and you say, "Would you pay 5 quid for this?" or pass it to the next person, and you just go on and on and on.
This just never gets sold.
Yeah.
Yes, Alinos, these are Liverpool players. I know they're niche, but we have to get through everyone. That was the rule of it. So guys, we're gonna end this poll now because 40 of you guys have voted and significantly majority of you have said underachiever, which is fair, right? Because the expectations weren't high when he signed, and he still stepped in and put his body on the line.
For 9 games.
No, that's the league. He did more than just the league. Okay? Show him that respect, Steven. Come on. Okay, so up next, we got Cade Gordon, which I think we can put into the time will tell, right? Because he's still so young. And now we got Ibu Konate.
Yeah,
I think that's a very interesting one. Ibu Konate, what do you think?
I think he's still time will tell, honestly.
Yeah.
He hasn't been here long enough. I think this season will be crucial, though.
What's been your
I think
favorite Konate memory, though, would you say, so far?
When he was fighting the United players.
Oh,
And he pushed the
Fred, yeah. I think, did we play Inter Milan in one of the Champions League seasons? And
Yes.
I think he started one of those games and he was top class.
no, I think it was against AC Milan, where he had Zlatan in his pocket. Remember? He had Zlatan in his pocket.
That one.
And I think he
Yeah.
started with Naldini that day, because Naldini did that famous,
Yes.
turn. That was actually
Yeah.
that game, too.
Naldini and Ragnar Klavan, match made in heaven.
It's too bad we don't. It's too bad Naldini isn't in this. But yeah. So guys, up next we got Luis Diaz, and I mean, you talk about the impact when he arrived was unbelievable. I thought, we signed him in January, and from January to May, I thought he was unbelievable, especially in that very beginning part.
Yeah, I still think he's like capable of very special moments, but it's been too short of a time to put him anywhere other than time will tell, I think. But you never know. I think if he stays for like a few years, maybe I don't ever see him being a Liverpool legend though.
Yeah, I think he might be a cult hero at max.
Cult hero.
Yeah.
Ooh, we gotta do a
Like, no,
poll.
I mean,
Sorry,
like-
guys.
No,
I've seen
he
a lot
wins
of cult
in
heroes.
time. He wins in time.
I don't think he's a cult hero yet, though.
Time will
Yeah.
tell. Time will tell.
I think, yeah,
but
I
a
think
lot of you guys are saying cult hero, so I don't know. We gotta do a poll here.
Really?
he has had like really good moments though.
Here's a
I still say time will tell.
I don't think you
genuine
can
question,
put Lucho
though.
time cult hero if Ibu is not.
if we got a bid of 75 million euros this summer, would you guys accept?
I think I would. I take it. He's also pretty old, is he not? Like he's 28 now.
The only reason I would is because we have Cody Gakpo. That's the only reason for me personally, and that's
I
not
think we
saying
can
I don't
even
love
use that.
Lucho.
To sign maybe like a promising youngster, maybe even Nico Williams.
Would you do a Luis Diaz Anthony Gordon swap deal?
No.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You would, Advait?
No, I think I'd stick with Lucho.
Yeah,
But 75 million in this market, I would
No.
personally accept just because we have Cody Gakpo, meaning we have a sure backup option.
Oh,
So
okay.
weird. At least it's just for a second. For
Yeah.
a second. So time will tell. That's what a lot of you guys are saying. From what no, it's 50-50. Guys, hit that thumbs up on this live right now. Share it. We need to get this poll to 100 votes, which is going to be tough. But let's try to aim for it, guys. We got to dream big.
Would you do it if you could sign Nico Williams instead?
Yeah, without doubt.
Do you see that they
I
might
haven't
go
seen
to
enough of Nico Williams, though. I don't know.
I
Like,
saw
as in-
enough from the Euros.
Aston
Yeah.
Villa are looking to try and sign him because they're selling Diaby.
They already sold
Oh.
Diaby.
Yeah, so like they're looking at Nico Williams now.
Okay, but you guys want to hear his...
Super
Oh my
expensive.
god, his stats are much sexier than I thought. For Athletic Bilbao last season, he played 37 games in total, got 8 goals, which is not that impressive, but his assists, 16. Whoa.
Yeah.
16 assists in 37 games. Whoa.
And even in the Euros, like, I don't mean to be disrespectful to Lucho or anything, but he just seems incredibly talented, like on another level. But, yeah. Would you guys rather have Yamal or Williams at Liverpool?
Oh, for me, it's not even a question. Yamal, just because of the fact that it's so much harder to find in the market a left-footed right winger. It's a much rarer thing to find.
Perfect Salah replacement
Yep.
for when it comes.
You guys wouldn't say that?
Yeah,
I don't know. Depends. If Lucho stays, then I'd go Yamal. If Lucho doesn't stay, then I'd go Williams.
because he's still very, very, very young. So like I don't know. I mean I'd love to have him at Liverpool. Like for sure.
Johnny says if Diaz is Colt, then Jota also needs to be Colt, which is a fair point.
Yeah.
If you talk about moments, Jota might have delivered more so far. Let's be honest. He might have.
To be honest, I don't think we can discuss any of the players remaining. They're all going to be time will tell. Like, it's so early to call.
Yeah, but
it.
Well, maybe not
No,
after.
but for example, Darwin, I don't think there's a question about him being a Colt. We'll get onto him, but I think Colt hero, no doubt about it. Already. Like, I think if we were to
Maybe-
leave this summer, we would still talk about the freaking chaos and the stories around Darwin, even with the short period he's been here.
Yeah,
Like
but
maybe we can look at some of the remaining players. If they were to leave today, how would we view them?
Look, do you guys agree with this from Ali Nus? Because I'm not sure I agree. Who says Gakpo is not Diaz? Gakpo is good in the attack, but Diaz can also do box to box. There's a reason why Klopp used Diaz more than Gakpo, because Diaz can do attack and defense. And even though I agree Diaz can do both, but you look at Gakpo and how versatile he was when he played in that false nine role, the way he would track back, the way he would
Yeah.
defend, the way Klopp even trusted him to play midfield. I disagree. I think Gakpo is pretty well rounded in terms of
Yeah,
not just being an attacking player.
he's definitely a
Yeah.
more all-rounded player.
and I think one of the biggest advantages he has is his finishing is significantly better than Diaz. Like
Yes.
way, way better.
Yeah.
If Diaz was a good finisher, I think we'd be talking about him in like Mane level. But
Yeah.
such a bad finisher.
No, the only thing with Lucho, and again, I'm the biggest supporter of Lucho. I just felt like this season we saw less and less of that aspect of him where he just took players on 1v1 all the time. It felt like he
Yeah.
started to do it less
Yep.
and he would turn back more often. And that's when we start to lose his strength, which is just like that fearlessness, you know?
Yeah.
But
Hopefully, it was just a one season thing.
Yep.
Because
yeah, because
when he
Like a
takes on a
free-
defender,
he-
it's fun.
and I mean I was at the game against City, the 1-1. My God, was he a menace all game long for Walker. Every time that game he got on the ball, he would just go at him, and he was impossible to defend. So he definitely still has it, no doubt. That was not that long ago. So,
Yeah.
I guess we. Oh wait, let me check the results.
It's
Guys,
just
we
time
got-
will tell.
Yeah, time will tell. Okay, 54% of you guys said time will tell, and I think we all agree on that, right?
Yep.
Now the next one though. Wait, did I already put him? Yeah. The next one though will be interesting. Darwin Nunez. And let me just say, I already see someone in the building with a Darwin profile picture, Swedish LFC supporter, and who just says would be funny if Elon Musk buys LFC. I don't think so. No, thank you.
Please
But
no.
please no.
God no.
God no. Elon Musk is turning. We're not gonna get political, but
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of
Like,
Elon
even with
Musk.
how
as
he's
well.
Not a fan.
Oh my God, bro. Let's just say the way his ideals on the world is definitely not the Liverpool way. That's for sure.
Yep.
But cult hero or time will tell for Darwin. What would you guys vote for?
Time will tell. Because it could go horribly wrong, and then we won't be calling him a cult hero. I
But
still
think
think
about-
time will tell. It could also go really, really well, and he's legendary. So, I'd say
I think if
that-
it goes wrong, we'd still remember him as a cult hero.
as a hero, though. No, you'd say underachieving then, no? If he left like
Hey, that's true.
it's like 85 million. That's a lot of money.
But I do, because Darwin's such a delicate situation, because like he has so much potential. It's like this one is really time will tell for me.
That's true. But I think I'd just go time will tell because it's too early to make a call.
What's been your
Favorite Darwin
Favorite-
memory?
favorite Darwin moment so far?
Newcastle, the winner. I just did not see that
No
coming.
doubt.
I didn't see the equalizer coming.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
No, exactly. Like there's so many times you'd be like, he's gonna miss that.
Same with the with the I remember Alex or AGT from the Cop TV. He was at the Brentford gate from last season, and the away stands were apparently quite far from. It was on the other side of the pitch, and he was saying all the Liverpool fans' reaction was when he was 1v1 and he chipped it from that angle. It looked like it was just going way over, and everybody in the Liverpool end was like so pissed off. Like Darwin just like literally finish it easy, and then it goes in, and everybody's like, oh, like. That was apparently the reaction of that goal. But that's another one where it's like, what the is going on, you know?
I think an underrated moment for him was that feeling when he scored that goal against Real Madrid.
Oh my God, Steven.
That flick.
And I was at that
Yeah.
game. I was at that game, and that's the loudest. It's not even. I can't even compare it to a second in terms of how loud I've heard Anfield imagine we were 2-0 up after 13, 14 minutes.
Yeah.
There's not a soul in that building that didn't think we would have a comeback. Not a soul in the
Yeah.
building. And so the energy when it was Darwin of all people, it was like we thought we were going to have another Barca moment. And then
Yeah.
freaking Vinicius out of nowhere.
Yep.
Big up to you, Footy Edits, for the super chat. Thank you very much. So let's see. Let's check up on the poll. 68% of you guys have said 68% are saying time will tell. So that is the one we're going to go for because it's significantly leading the way. And I do think that's fair. We talked about a few good moments, but we can't hide from the fact that there's been some bad moments too. You know?
Yep.
All right, up next, Calvin Ramsey, who went out on loan. I think this one's pretty straightforward, right? And time will tell too.
Yeah, we have no clue. So,
And
but he's very
Fabio
highly
Carvalho.
rated. So.
And Fabio Carvalho as well.
He's played
Yeah.
very well when he's had the chance.
Yeah.
Fabio? Yeah, I really like.
I
I
meant-
was
I
so
meant
surprised when
Ramsey.
he went out on loan.
Oh, you meant
Ramsey?
Ramsey?
Okay.
Yeah, but he's only had like 1 or 2 games, but like I think he did pretty well.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
I think like he was rated above Conor Bradley, and then
Yeah,
I don't know.
yep.
He had an
Bradley can't
injury.
get out.
Yeah.
but Fabio Carvalho, I think he's even more of one, definitely more of one
Yeah,
where like every time he's been on the pitch, there's a reason why every Liverpool fan was begging for him to get more opportunities. Yo, Azan, nice to see you in the building. Do you guys think Fabio Carvalho is good enough to be a potential starting 10 for slot this season, or is he not quite Liverpool level?
I think
Because
he
when
has
he
the
got starts,
potential for it.
and at Fulham, when he got starts at Hull, he was the best player on the team. So
Yeah, I was very, very surprised when he went out on loan. Like, so surprised. But
Like back to the
Right.
question where you asked, who are you most excited to see in preseason? I think Carvalho's a shout.
oh yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
you think what, sorry?
When is the first preseason game? by
Oh
the way?
yeah, you're
Like a
right.
week?
Carvalho
I
is
didn't even think of Carvalho.
maybe even number 1 Carvalho then. You're right. But yeah, guys, are you know I was thinking the other day, you know how we said we're not going to stay up? I know for me it's a better time zone than you guys, but I'm just too excited for preseason now where I'm staying up. I can't miss it. Literally. The first one is against Real Betis
5 a.m.
next Friday. I'm staying up, I decided already. But for me,
5
the time
a.m.
zone is a lot better now that I'm in Iceland. It's an hour less than the UK. So for me, it's 11:30 p.m. kickoff. The Real Betis
But
one.
that's so reasonable.
I
That's
know.
like an every
That's-
night, every weekend for
Yeah,
us.
it's reasonable,
Yeah.
except my family's gonna kill me because you can hear everything in this house. But
You're gonna
and
do a
I'm
watch along.
definitely doing a watch along. So,
Yeah.
but you guys won't
I'll
stay
try
up, right?
staying.
For you guys, it's
I'm
the
gonna
worst
try
possible.
waking up.
Yeah.
I can't stay up till 5. So
All right, next one. Next one up is Artur Melo.
The only time he's played at Anfield, he was wearing a Barcelona shirt. And he lost 4-0. Legend.
yeah.
Johnny
don't
says
see-
definitely think there was beef with Klopp about Fabio Carvalho. I agree. There had to be something because he impressed every time he got a chance.
Yeah.
One of the only players I think that seemed to have an issue with Klopp.
But I don't know if it was an issue because he came out and said there was no issue after that.
I
But I don't know.
there's
Maybe
no-
that was just a media
Yeah.
train thing.
Amir says, "Are you going to be doing a watch along for the Real Betis? It's at 1:30 a.m. for me, but I don't care. I'm gonna watch it if you do a watch along." Amir showing that love, and yes, I can tell you already, I'm 100% going to do a watch along because I'm just too hyped for the game, and like we were talking about, I think the 3 players we're going to be most excited to see are Fabio Carvalho, Stefan Bajcetic, and Sepp Vandenberg. Yeah, Johnny, I was at the game with Jose for the Newcastle one. That was unbelievable. But yeah, to get back on track, guys, for Artur Melo, what would you say, flop or underachiever?
Flop.
Damn, Advait was quick with that one. Oof.
There's no way. He did nothing. Literally nothing.
There's nothing for him to achieve.
And
Oh.
more than
I mean-
him being a flop, us signing him was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
why do we do such a last-minute transfer for a club that's supposed to be smart in the transfer window? Like, that
You
was
get
just
a
Yeah,
player
a,
so
he's one of the
injury
weirdest
prone.
signings we ever made.
yeah.
All right, up next, Melo is a Thiago type player who can play, but these injuries.
But we never got to see it though.
Yeah, we
Unlike
never got to
Yeah.
see it.
Wait,
But I
Can't
mean,
confirm.
there's a reason. Wait, what price did he sign for? I think he signed for a massive price early on. When what was it, from Barca to Juve? Was it? Let me check.
oh, that was like 70, 60. Because there was all
People forget.
I think there was an option to buy it like 37 or something like that for us. That's what I remember.
Yeah, look, on the 29th of June 2020, Barcelona announced they had reached an agreement with Juve for a transfer of Artur on a 5-year contract for 72 million euros plus 10 million in add-on. The deal was
Leo, you're a bit soft.
I can't hear you, Leo.
now you should be able to hear. Sorry, it wasn't
Yep.
fully plugged. But yeah, I forgot it had been for that much money. That's crazy.
But didn't Pjanic also go the other way?
Yep,
Yeah.
swap deal, Pjanic.
Or it wasn't a swap deal, was it? Or was it they just
If it
happened
says 70
to-
million, then I don't think it was a swap.
Yeah, so Pjanic went from Juve to Barca for 60.
That's crazy, bro. All right, now to move on to Cody Gakpo that we were talking about before. I think this one is pretty obviously time will tell, right?
Mm.
Yeah. I think most of these.
Do you see him? How
Who
high
do you guys
think he can
who
get?
do you guys think will like more likely to be a legend? Cody or Lucho?
Cody, because of his age, and the manager is Dutch.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Gakpo has more time to try.
Colt Hero, says the Scouser. For the Carabao Cup win? Would you guys agree with that?
No.
I think it's too soon too.
Too soon?
Yeah.
All right, up next, we got, it's hard for me to see, Maka, right? Maka?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maka, Sobo,
Bro, I love Maka so
Wataru.
much.
and Gravenberch.
I think there's a very good chance Maka ends up in the Legends category.
Yeah.
Yep.
He easily could, yeah.
For sure.
Hey Chando, I hope you're doing well. So, what do you guys think? Is he already a Colt Hero?
Nah.
No,
For
I
that
don't
goal
think
against
so.
Fulham.
No.
No.
Nope.
He'll definitely be remembered in the future.
I have to put him top of the time will tell then.
Yep. That's fair.
Suboslai.
Time will tell.
'Cause he
This is
had
an
a
interesting
consistent-
one. Wataru Endo. I think you could make a case for Colt Hero already. I really do.
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually agree with
There's
that.
not much time to tell, I think, yeah.
Oh god, that's mean.
I mean,
Bro, have you seen some
mean-
Japanese players play till they're 50, 60? He could still have 20 years at the club, bro. Have you not
but you
seen?
think Edwards is not gonna let him stay?
Yeah.
Back on.
Edwards is gonna give him £1 a week or something. if
Yeah.
he's gonna say that.
All right, let's see what you guys say. Do you guys say time will tell or Colt Hero?
I think Cult
No,
Hero.
I think it's
because-
fair to say. Imagine we go on to win. Imagine Slot goes on to win like the Premier League this season, the Champions League the next. I'm just saying hypothetical. And Endo is a starter, he would become a legend. I know it's optimistic, but it's possible.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say Cult Hero because none of us knew who he was,
Yeah.
and a lot of the fan base just did not give him a chance, and then he
Yeah.
did so well for like a large portion of the season.
Time will tell.
Let's see what you guys are voting on. 50-50. 52% are saying time will tell. Guys, share this live right now. We need... Oh, wow, it's just turned around to Colt Hero right now. Endo is that type of player who gives you everything, but that's all he has. You cannot wait a lot more from Endo, but he can do well, says Arinas. I think that's a bit harsh, don't you guys think? To say all he has is effort.
No, he played well.
But what do you
it's
guys
just
think
more-
of his ability, footballing ability?
Yeah, I think he's good.
I think he's actually very good on the ball. I didn't expect him to be that good on the ball as he was. Like, he plays quite a few forward passes as well.
Think about
I
the
don't
goal he
think
scored
he's
against
like,
Fulham.
yeah, he's got attacking ability as well. I think for, where was he before? Mainz? Was it Mainz? I can't remember where he was.
He was
But
at Stuttgart
he was
before.
Good guy. Yeah.
Stuttgart, yeah. He was pretty involved in the goals as well for a defensive midfielder. I think he
But
was double digits goals and assists.
I think
Oh, wow,
Coltiro is fair already because even if he had just, let's say he was alone for 1 year, the way we didn't have a defensive mid and he just like did everything he could to adjust as quickly as possible, I think puts him in Coltiro status.
Yeah, and the way he was like, he welcomes a new CDM signing as well.
Let's see. 53%. Do you guys think we decided already?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Stephen's
We're putting him
gone
in
off.
Coltiro. Endo is like, and big up to you, Chando Gamer, who says he has to leave, but he's gonna rewatch the stream after.
That's sweet.
Big up, Chendo. Absolute ledge. Steven dipped though.
Yeah.
Could have said bye. Damn.
He'll be back.
Damn, Steven. Alright, so guys, let's put Endo into the Coltiro. And now on to the final one is that man Ryan Gravenberch. Is that another
Yep.
pretty obvious? Time will tell.
Yep.
What do you think though about him? I think he's going to be really highly talked about because of the fact that
Yeah, this preseason as well. The
yeah,
Dutch
this preseason
connection.
as well. Do you
His
think
father said something on the lines of he will suit slot system more. He's
Yep.
very good on the ball,
very?
but he has a lot to learn. He has a lot to learn off the ball.
Do you
Stephen, we were just discussing Gravenberch. What do you think?
hold on.
I think that's a time will tell. He had some good games. He had some poor games. I think he needs time, and he is pretty young as well, and Dutch, so he has that connection to slot as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think time will tell for sure.
Let's see. Time will tell. Gravenberch, time will tell. He is quite old, but coming in as a random old footballer to be that good in his first season, and look what a good player he is for the future of Liverpool and even Japan.
Yep. What out the window?
All right, guys, that is the last player of the day. I think to end this stream, because I mentioned it before, to be fair to Joel Matip and and my triggered mind right now, I think we should have another discussion point on Joel Matip. And the reason I say that is just look at all the names next to him on that list and tell me that he should be amongst those. Seriously, we're going to run the last poll of the night, you guys. Of the
Yeah,
day.
if we're looking at those names, then maybe he should be legend.
Look, Joel Matip, guys, I'm letting you guys decide for the last one of the day, which is, does he go into legend or cult hero? Once it gets to 50 votes, that's where it'll get it decided, you guys. At 50 votes, we're going to decide this. So share this live right now because there's 35 of us in the building. Times Square?
Matip.
Put the stream on Times Square. What does that mean from Mega?
Like, I don't think we have that kind of budget.
Oh, wait. No, but you don't mean New York Times Square. Wait, put the stream on Times Square.
How did you do that?
I'm not sure how you do that.
Can anyone do that? That would be pretty cool.
Yep, Leverkusen are interested in signing Matip on a free.
I'd like that because Matip has done his coaching badges as well, so I could easily see him transition to coaching pretty soon.
Yeah, look. So far, after 40 votes, 55% are saying legend. Once it gets to 50 votes, you guys, we will move Joel Matip or keep him in his place. But I think putting him last of the legends is quite fair.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he?
I
Wait,
agree
did
with
it?
that.
Has there been more of a report on Joel Matip? Let me check because that would be good to post for Liverpool goals. Oh, look how nice Johnny is. Shout out to you, LFC Fangram, who shared the stream. I didn't even see this. I only saw it now. Absolute legend. Thank you, Johnny. Guess how many
Yeah,
followers Lamine Yamal gained during the Euros?
2 million. Or is that too much? I don't know.
That's a lot.
No,
2
I think
million
That's
is
a
my
lot,
guess.
Advait. What do you think, Stephen?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like 800K.
Most of our players don't even have 2 million.
I thought Yamal would have a lot by now though, because of
Yeah.
like how.
You guys want to know what he was starting off at?
Okay.
So
Go
before
ahead.
the Euros began, he was on 7 million followers. And now
Whoa.
he's on 16.5. He more than doubled his amount of followers
Okay.
It
during
didn't sound like he
during
did.
the
Like,
Euros. Bro, 16.5. He doubled the number he had before plus 2.5 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you realize how crazy?
And he's 17 years old.
Imagine being 17. He has exactly the same amount of followers. He's tied with Sadio Mane right now on 16.6 million. Tied. That's so insane.
Mane
But
has
to be
that
fair-
many followers?
To be fair, he got so much coverage during the Euros. Everybody was like, oh, he's 16, and it was just being
Yeah.
shared by everyone. So it does make some sense. All right, guys, we got to over the 50 vote mark, and 55% of you said legend. So the very last rank we're going to do in this live, you guys, is showing that love for our boy Joel Matip, who left on a free at the end of last season, and putting him in the legend category.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's how we like to end it, you guys. Big up to all of you that were in the building. And, we'll talk very, very soon. The next one, yeah, we don't know quite yet what it's going to be. I think it's good to keep it kind of a suspense every week. But are you guys, like, looking at all the lists now? Is there how about this? If you guys could change one thing, is there one thing you would want to change if you had executive power?
maybe Ox to cult hero. Like if I had to choose one, Ox to cult hero, Thiago to legend. Nah, but yeah, I think Ox to cult hero. But I do like not mind him being underachiever.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think it's all correct right now. But though, if there's one I would change, it would be Ox to Cult Hero.
Nunez to legendary. So.
RT says I keep looking at the Euro highlights. Really? I saw so many people online being like, I'm so sad the Euros are over and everything. Honestly, I was not.
That's because your team didn't play well.
No, not even that. The games, bro. The games.
Yeah, the games weren't
No,
that good. You're right.
They weren't that good. Even the French games, I wasn't excited. Genuinely, like for example, France-Belgium. I was like, this is gonna be a stinker before it even started, and it was such a stinker, man.
Yeah. Belgium are just not it.
here's to the Premier League being back. And here's to
We got a month to
middle
go.
of the night stream for Real Betis next Friday. Where my prediction is both of you guys will be up because of the buzz of seeing Sepp Vandenberg line up for Arne Slot. Yes.
5 a.m. alarms.
5 a.m. for Sepp. You're going to do it.
For me, it's 7:30 a.m.
7:30. Oh, Steven, you're there. You're just going to be
There's
late
no
for
view.
work. You're going to be late for work.
It's on a
That's all.
Saturday, is it not? Is it not a Saturday?
No, it's on a
Yeah,
Friday.
Saturday.
You're just going to be late for work
Saturday,
that day, Steven.
Saturday morning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Saturday
for me,
morning.
it's Saturday morning.
There's going to be a
Yeah.
lot of traffic for you on Friday.
No. It's Saturday morning. We're good.
No. Oh, yes, true. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
And-
Friday night for you. Yeah.
You know,
Oh
even
my God,
at work,
Steven's not going to be able to sleep on Friday night with the buzz of waking up early for the game. Oh.
no, even at work that day, the Copa America final, I had 2 screens on.
Oh. Oh, you watched the final?
Yeah.
Was it a good one?
Yeah, no, I mean, I got to extra time.
You watched till extra time.
I
And
watched
then you
the
didn't watch
extra
the
time.
penalties.
Oh, just the extra
No,
time.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
just the extra time.
Okay. Okay.
Look, Johnny says if there's anything to get you up at 5 a.m., it's Vandenberg and the new signing Ben Davies. Where's Trent? Trent is another one of those players because he was there till the very... Actually, do you guys think Trent could be one of those because he didn't play that much for England at the Euros that he could try to come back early or no?
Yeah, I think he has the
Yeah,
mentality
maybe.
as well to like just want to come back.
I think Gravenberch will definitely come back. I don't
I
know why I
hope
get
so.
that
I
feeling.
hope so. Like,
I hope.
it's a bit,
The ones that have a point to prove, like even Joe Gomez, I could see him coming back with his determination. I could see it.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Big up to all of you that joined in the building. Thank you as always. Absolute legends, Advait and Stephen. I love this one yet again.
Yes.
And I look forward to the one
We'll
next
be
week.
back soon.
We'll
Yep.
be back soon, baby.
Well,
Peace out.